You remember how hard it was to think after dealing with a narcissist? Like, to be so confused about yourself, to not know what's your next step because you've imagined life with them. You've been future faked, you feel me? This is the mental fog, is what it's called. It's an area after dealing with a narcissist where your mind is a complete confusion. So in this video, I kind of want to bring some clarity to that and help you on your journey of recovering from this. So what is mental fog? It's the feeling of confusion, self-doubt, emotional exhaustion, if you rather. You know how the narcissists tire you out, man. You know how they drain you. And it's from dealing with them on like so many levels, so often, so much random nonsense, and there's so much focus it takes to try to like defuse the bomb as it blows up. You know what I mean? Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. It's your brain stuck in the haze, you feel me? And you can't see clearly. You start questioning reality, your memory, even your sanity. But here's the thing, mental fog isn't your fault. It's the narcissist manipulation. You feel me? That's it. This never happened to you. You didn't do this. You know, I think a lot of people always feel like when you go through the evaluation with a narcissist, you tend to think that this is your fault, and it's not. It's so not. You think everything that they do is your fault, and the result of their actions is whatever you didn't do perfect enough. That's the draining of yourself. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you get that loss of self, because you everything is built on for and whatever they do. You know, how jump how high type shit. You know, and it sucks to say it like that, but that's what it is. But that's you stirring up the mental fog. You feel me? That's you creating it, because the only thing that you can think about is the chaos, because you know it's coming. It's coming today. It's coming tomorrow. It's coming at the end of the week. You know, and you get used to it and you deal with it. And you sit in that, and your brain gets accustomed to the chaos. So when something normal happens, you have to question that. That sucks to live that way. You feel what I'm saying? It sucks to have that, to know that, but that's what you deal with when you deal with narcissistic people, man. You know, something normal feels unnormal. Not normal, sorry. That's crazy to have to feel that way because of dealing with somebody who can't deal with themselves, who has to have some sense of thrill and people and supply, things of that nature. Getting you caught up in this loop of their own, trying to grandiose these ideas and make you have to pursue it for them while they sit back and do nothing. All kind of crazy stuff, man, that you get caught up in this mode and this fog, and it's confusing and it's hard to get out of. A lot of people still sit in this to this day. The fog is heavy. It's so heavy, but at the same time, there is a way out. There is light at the end of this. The sun does come, you know, but you gotta walk to it though. You definitely gotta walk, bro, sis. You gotta walk to it. There is no running to this straight up. Like, this is not gonna be overnight. But you can walk to the sun. You feel what I'm saying? You can't walk past the clouds, past the lightning. You know, but it's a choice. All at the same time, it's a choice. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because if you understand, especially if you're still going through it, if you understand that this is a choice, you don't have to. You know, when I realized that, the moment that I said I'm done dealing with it, it was, oh man, it was like it was freeing, because I was holding myself there. You feel what I'm saying? So narcissists the brain fog by gaslighting. You feel what I'm saying? they gotta gaslight you. They gotta make you feel like something is and something but it ain't. They gotta make you feel above the clouds when you really not. They gotta make you believe in the fairy tale they want you to believe. You can't see their plays. You can't see their cards. You cannot do that. They're not gonna let you. And while doing that, that's that gaslighting. That's that hit in your face where they have to continue to make you believe in the mask. You can't see them just yet. They're not ready to even take it off because they see that you can't even see them without the mask just yet. So they're not ready. Like they prime you up like this. I know it's wild to say, but it's real though, because the love bombing has to be the devaluation has to happen in such a way to where the love bombing makes sense. You feel what I'm saying? The devaluation hit so hard because the love bombing was so intense. So they got to measure that. You know what I mean? How much can I get this person to love me before I start abusing them verbally, physically, whatever the case may have you. I understand. I got it. It's just the length of how these people can be, and again, the devaluation is based off how intense the love bombing is. Some people may not be crazy, but like for me, yo, listen, doing that and then on top of the triangulation, I'm telling you, your brain is just being this entire time, and you can't think straight. All you can think about is the nonsense while you're at work, wherever you're at, when you're with friends, when you're hanging out with people, when you're just doing regular normal day stuff. You're just stuck in it, thinking about it. The mental fog, again, this is you thinking about this entire situation while you're with them and after them. It's intense while you're with them because it's enhancing itself every single day because you have to deal with it. And then afterwards, it becomes even more because of how much of the projection that they've given you based off however y'all separated, they blaming that on you. However y'all separated, they blaming it on you. They're projecting that upon you, and you're taking all of that in. It's a lot to take in at once. That's why I said that's why again, you sit with this for a very long time, and it's hard to get out of because you're trying to take account for or someone else's emotions and how they feel about something about that ended between you and them that didn't make sense to you, while also trying to save the relationship at the same time. No wonder you're exhausted. No wonder you're so tired, bro. Sis, I've been there. Tired. You go to sleep out of mental exhaustion. You feel what I'm saying? And it's crazy because you know exactly what I'm talking about. You go to sleep out of mental exhaustion and you cannot see any sun at the moment because you don't know that you can actually walk out the clouds. You feel what I'm saying? You won't actually know that moment until you go no contact with them. You don't really catch that just yet. You don't really see that just yet. However, it is there though. You just have to understand you can walk out of the clouds. That's the biggest thing about all of it, knowing that you can, knowing that it's not always around you as much as you believe that it is, as much as they want you to believe that it is. You gotta really ground yourself. You gotta understand that your reality is right now. This is the focus. This is the present moment. You feel what I'm saying? If you're going no contact like you should, then this is going to be a lot easier, meaning that you don't have any contact with narcissists. You're not talking to them. You're not texting to them. You feel me? That does not exist. There's nothing else to talk about. You don't need to put any more effort or energy into any more conversations or interactions with them at this point. You have to separate yourself to get your mental right. You're the one that has to live with your mentality, not them. At the end of the day, you have to sleep with your brain. You have to be able to say that I can wake up and not have to think about this not have this cloud. It's sunny outside. That's how your brain should be after this. You gotta get yourself there. You gotta work yourself there. You are working yourself there. Setting boundaries. Again, work on your body. That is, it directly works on your mind. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It's what saved me. Fitness saved me. Fitness saved my mind. You feel me? To actually recover from all this, actually recover from all of the trauma that I've been through in my life, all of the narcissistic abuse that I've been through in my life, not knowing that I was dragging it in relationships until I start understanding what I was doing, certain habits. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't understand this at all, by no means, until I started hitting the gym and I was like, oh wow, okay, so this discipline falls into other parts and facets of my life, other aspects, building that resiliency, building that better version of me in that thing, in that area of my life that I didn't know that I could do until I start seeing this principle somewhere else. Working on your body will really help you recover from this even faster. And I mean that, I promise you. The mental fog does not define you. With every step that you take, you are reclaiming a piece of your life back that you've given away to the narcissist dealing with this situation. You are stronger than what you think, whether you believe that or not. Keep going. You got this. I promise you. And you will get yourself into a place where you will be able to be free of the situation and heal from it. I mean that straight up. Also, I do have my coaching services and my free newsletter that you can join, and that link is in my description. So, I hope this message finds you well. I'm Fonzie Murph, and I'm out. Peace.